Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day to Mr. Mihan. We are from Group 4 and we want to present our assignment. I will present the introduction, but first, let me introduce myself. My name is Aizat Fazrib bin Salim and my metric number is 213252. Media Prima Berhad. Media Prima Berhad provides high quality and engaging content to the public across its various media platforms, building and maintaining reliable media brands with broad appeal and influence in the Malaysian media market by giving advertisers chances to communicate with their audience by marketing their goods and services. In general, Media Prima's major goals is to be a leading and successful media company in Malaysia, offering the public a variety of interesting material and providing chances for its stakeholders to interact with its audience. Omnia is one of Media Prima's subsidiaries. In April 2020, Omnia is recruiting employees from each platform to become Omnia salespeople. It is because when they approach clients or agencies, employees can sell all media platforms apart from specific platform. Omnia focuses on sales. Every employee focuses on selling to all platforms to customer. Media Prima was established in 2007 has its main office in Kuala Lumpur. The company operates through four main business segments, namely television, radio, print and digital. In Malaysia, the television industry is the biggest and most well-liked, and it consists of networks like TV3, 8TV, NTV7 and TV9. It offers a variety of programming including news, drama, comedy and reality shows. Popular radio stations Hot FM, Fly FM, Era FM and others are featured in the radio part. Offers a variety of music, entertainment and news to its listener. The News Street, Times, Berita Harian, Harian Metro and The Sun Daily are among the recognized and frequently read print publication in Malaysia. Finally, the Tonton Digital platform, which provides a variety of on-demand programming including dramas, movies and live sport, is the last component of the digital divide. Media Prima has a broad audience and significant influence in the Malaysia media business and is well known for its solid reputation, excellent content and powerful brand portfolio. For the next part, our human resource and management that we have interviewed at Media Prima is Mr. Ruzaini Mazuri. Mr. Ruzaini Mazuri has worked in the media industry for over 10 years. Previously, he studied at Universiti Technology Mara, UiTM, and majored in information technology, but a few years ago, an unexpected event inspired him to get a master's degree in human resource and management. Finally, gain an experience in human resource practice, especially in the management and talent development section. In addition, Mr. Ruzaini Mazuri likes opportunity where his skills and experience in communication, public relations, management, leadership, and organizing will contribute.
Thank you, Aizat. Hello, my name is Fahmi Akmal bin Mazlan and now I will present about the significant best practice in Media Prima. So the first best practice is Media Prima makes flexible policies. Media Prima gives their employee to do their work at their pace. This means the employee can choose when to start their work as long as it is 9 hours. For example, the employee can start working from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. They also get to work from home one day out of every 5 working days. So the employee only work at the office for 4 days. Media Prima also give their trust to the employee. For example, Media Prima does their time card online, so the employee can clock in and clock out by themselves. This shows that Media Prima really give their trust to the employee. The second best practice for Media Prima is Media Prima train their employees. Media Prima has its own training calendar every year. The employee will go to the training according to the schedule that Media Prima has given. With the training calendar, the employee can arrange their schedule or plan their time so that the training doesn't overlap. The employee also must complete 5% of self-development. The employee will do self-development on Friday after 2 p.m. This self-development will help the employee improve themselves and will also help them to get bonus. That's all from me. Now I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
For the major human resource challenge and solutions at Omnia company, we have established 3 questions. So first one will be what was Omnia answer to external crisis, how human resource at Omnia deal with staff-related issues, and what are the future challenges for Omnia human resource management. So firstly, we can discuss about the recent crisis and how Omnia respond to that. So we'll actually talk about the COVID-19 pandemic because it presented a challenging situation for many companies. But as stated before in the best practice part, the fact that Omnia had already given autonomy to its employees, such as giving multiple options for working hour or having a remote working plan, has saved the company from potential financial crisis. However, this also requires more work from the HR department because they need to ensure that everything is running smoothly. When giving more autonomy, the company is not able to micromanage all its employees anymore. So actually, how Omnia is dealing with its employee issues in the company. We have heard by the manager that in some instances, conflicts can arise among employees for reasons like impatience or being dissatisfied towards their managers or even their own colleagues. So to address these challenges, Omnia have implemented multiple ways to solve this, such as coaching or mentoring and having counseling sessions. But sometimes some problems have to be treated in a totally different way, especially if it's a special case. So actually, the HR management need to strike balance between the management and the employees, but they need to understand that everything need to be based on facts, and solution may also need to be based on empathy sometimes. But overall, the rules of the company is the primary things to refer to. For example, our manager have given this situation where actually in the company it's not allowed to have 2 jobs without declaring it to the human resource department, but still an employee still didn't take into account this rule. However, the manager told us that he only got a warning from his department because when looking at his background, they saw that during the pandemic, he has some financial issues, and since this concerned everyone, the company only didn't fire him, and he showed him empathy. So finally, what are the future challenges for Omnia Human Resource Management? Since media is a fast-paced industry, which is closely linked to new technology, such as AI, human resource management need to understand how to use it properly. What I want to say is that human beings, they cannot be treated like robots. So they cannot be always white or black. Sometimes they can be gray, and human resource management, they need to take into account this when dealing with the employees. But sometimes the AI can also help them to have faster work when completing project like hiring. Like the hiring process is basically faster with AI because it will just select the best CV to like 1,000. And actually, they also need to remember that the ultimate decision should be based on human interaction and understanding.
Next is the key lesson that we have learned during the interview. But the first is plan the preparation for the next time. As fast as you know, we had a lot of problem during the interview, such as where is the media prima place, who is going to start the introduction, and the set of the place to put the camera that had been take a long time before we are going to start the interview. So for the next time, we should have the proper planning and preparation before we need to have appointment with the human resource manager. So the second is we need to be able to adapt the situation. During the interview, we had some kind of the awkward conversation with human resource manager Media Prima because of this is the first time we do the interview with the physical section, and this make us don't really have the experience to handle uh, some of the situation during the interview. We start to ask and respond with a minimal question and discussion with the human resource manager. This might give us a new experience on how to adapt the situation that we really don't having before. So the third is we need to ask more questions during the interview. We should have more questions to have a long conversation and interview session. But by the time during the interview, we just do the question that we had prepared this, and this is not enough for us to make a good interview session. The question we ask is basically for the human resource manager and not for the organization. For the next time, we should need to prepare some of the question that out of the list question we prepared before, and take this advantage to ask more about the company and the organization policy. So that's all for me.
Okay, thanks Azam. So I thought getting an interview is an easy task. Well, is it not? And I'm sure that interview for a job must be tougher than this. So we, Group 4, we have tried to approach a lot of company, whether in banking industry, whether manufacturing industry and more. And then during the process, there's a lot of things that I'm sure that all of us has learned during the process of getting the interview. So my name is Amjad Sohodin, and then now we'll go to see what we have learned. Okay, so firstly, we need to contact the person of or the company representative with corporate and formal language, not just what we call it like a slang or something at all, and address them carefully. Make sure you already had done like a slightly simple background check on the person, whether they still working there or not, and then if yes, what are their position, what are the names and all. And if you're just like only contacting the secretary or the customer service, watch your language, which mean just not just meet them as friends, just respect them, and then but not all of these come up happy ending. If you get a rejection, yeah, handle it carefully and professionally, and say thanks to them because of their time. So we need to be understanding of their schedule. The next one is clarify your purpose of the interview, because I think they might thought you as a scammer and so on. So during the during our negotiating process, we state the purpose so they're not getting the wrong idea, or they might think that we just wanna to get their secret company information and so on.
So we also gave the supporting letter from the faculty to support our purpose. Like we're trying to be intellectual as we represent the university and not joking around because we thought this assignment like we are seriously taking this task as to a compliment for our next phase of life. And lastly, during the process, do follow up the person that we want, and because they might forget about the interview because we already contact them through the LinkedIn, through the email, and so on. But then, yeah, they might have like another job and so on, so might be forgetful. And we also need their confirmation whether they want or not. But please don't left them hanging. If they want another date, just say you want this kind of date and so on. And then um, when they agree, find a suitable date, a place, or a time that give win-win situation for everyone, because we also need to think about them because they were might be busy, so they also can think about you because we are student, right? And for our task, we got Mr. Zaini from Media Prima, a company from media industry in Malaysia.
First of all, I want to thank you so much to Mr. Mehan. It is because before this, I had no knowledge of the course MGM 3123 Human Resource and Management, just a general understanding that HR manage people. However, after some additional learning with Mr. Mehan regarding human resources, I gained a better understanding of the work they do in the communities where they operate. With the learning I gained, I was able to practice in the organization as well as in my daily life. In addition, I believe that I have accurate many new communication skills as a result of group work. Here I can know that the subject of human resources and management is very good in an organization. This is said because in an organization it must have HR to ensure that the organization is in a state of preservation in terms of employee entry, employee discipline, and so on.
This is my individual reflection for MGM 31123. I learned so many lessons when I took this human resource management course. The first thing that I got that this course is not just about recruiting and managing people. This course is really useful for our work at the company and the way we live our life. This course taught me how to be a better employee. We learn how to improve our connection with people and how to handle the negative attitude in our life. The reason I said this is because Mr. Mehan really gave us some coaching that was really useful for us. For example, there is an activity that Mr. Mehan does in our class to grow our networking with new people. Mr. Mehan also shared some life story that were very inspiring. The one quote from Mr. Mehan that I really like is, "Whatever you do, please have your own me time because you are also doing something important for yourself." To conclude, I really enjoy taking this course with Mr. Mehan, and I really hope that I will always remember what Mr. Mehan teach me in the class in the future.
I think the best takeaway I had from this human resource management class is that I have now a better understanding of people in general, not only when it is about to manage the employees in an organization, but also when it is about to have a relation with other people. And actually, I think this class is not only about human resource, but it's also about how can we, as student, mentor other people when we'll be having a job. And I think this is very valuable. And that's all from me.
So this is my individual reflection. When I attend this resources management course, I discover a wealth of new information. I quickly realized that this training is about more than simply hiring and managing employees. The organization we work for and the way we live both benefit greatly from this training. I learned how to be a better employee through this training. We get the knowledge on how to strengthen the interpersonal relationship and deal with unfavorable opinion. I was able to practice what I had learned both at work and in my day-to-day activities. Aside from that, I think working in group has helped me develop a lot of new communication skills. Hence, I may learn that the company management and human resources practice are excellent. Since businesses need human resources to make sure that it's in compliance with all applicable laws and regulations. So this is all for me. Thank you.
So, what is my best takeaway from MGM 1 to 3 for my future? And I believe in myself that I am capable of anything. Just try it. So, learning about human resource management is centered around developing a strategic approach to find, train, recruit, and retain the right of professionals to get the right job. And at the right time, we might become a future leaders for the organizational goals, and keeping in mind that company is our most important assets. That's the people. So I think the people in company is myself, and the learning of the MGM 3123 might making me wanted to try everything, and yeah, make money work for us, don't work for money. And then human resource management is not only help me on working on the theory, but then it also um giving me a chances to discover my own style of managing people. So I think that's what I get from the MGM 3123. So thank you. So I think that's all from us. Thank you.